You are listening to the USDN on the DFPN.
Hello there, and welcome to episode 20 of the United States Department of Nerds, where today we're diving into my top 5 from last week and diving into a huge new comic book day from this week. And also, the USDN is celebrating its 2-year anniversary. I couldn't have done this without all the love and support from friends and family, so I do appreciate that. Please continue to support us as we continue to improve the USDN on a daily basis. Now, let's jump into that top 5. And coming in today at number 5, we have Don't Run with Scissors, issue number 1 by Francesca Perillo, art by Stefano Cardoselli. And I picked up covers from Stefano Cardoselli, who did all the covers for this book. This was such a fun read. I really enjoyed it. I love everything the Keen Spot is doing right now. Keep it up, Keen Spot. Y'all are absolutely killing it right now. Now, jumping into number 4 this week, we're going Los Monstruos, issue 1 by James Robinson, art and cover by Jesus Merino. This was a fun one. I'm so excited to get issue 2 of this when it comes out. It was so much fun to read. Coming in at number 3, we're going with the new number 1 from last week, and that's going to be Blood and Thunder, issue 1 by Benito Sereno, art by E.J. Sue. I picked up covers from E.J. Sue and M. Sassy K. Her name's Michelle, and David Lopez. Colors by M. Sassy K. And Russ Wooten did the lettering on this book. Such a fun series and such a talkative rifle. Now, coming in at number 2, we have Free Planet, which is a new number 1 from last week by Aubrey Sitterson, art by Jed Dorkey, and he also did the covers this week for this book. This was another fun one. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for issue 2 with this one as well. These are going to be fun stories. I'm not going to do an honorary mention this week, but we are going to jump into the number 1 this week, and that's going to be from Marvel, Star Wars, Volume 4, Issue number 1 of Volume 4, written by Alex Segura, art by Phil Noto, and covers by Phil Noto, Ken Lashley, and Gabriel Del Otto, and Clayton Cowles did the lettering on this book. This is off to a great start. I really enjoy Alex Segura's writing, and I'm so happy that he's diving into some Marvel, into some Star Wars. I know he's going to absolutely kill Star Wars. It's going to be phenomenal. Now, let's jump into this week's new comic books, where this week saw 286 new issues and 626 releases overall. And most of those 626 releases were probably variant covers from Exquisite Corpses and Battle Beast, to be fair. Those had quite a few variants this week, but we're going to get into those. So let's dive in, starting with Marvel. We're going One World Under Doom. This is going to be Chapter 4, Dormammu. And this is, what issue is this? Issue number 4. This is written by Ryan North, art by R.B. Silva, cover by Adi Granov, color by David Curiel, and lettering by Travis Lanham. Since invulnerability, Dormammu has attacked Earth, and only Doom stands in his way. Dormammu has banished all other heroes to a pocket dimension, leaving Doom to stand alone against the Dark Lord of Chaos. But on the other hand, Doom has never needed allies in order to ensure that his will is done. It's the ultimate showdown between two titans with the ending you won't see coming. As Earth hangs in the balance, it all comes down to Doom versus Dormammu. And this is a key issue for my key collectors out there, with the first time Doom and Dormammu has fought. So if you're a key collector, One World Under Doom issue 4 is a good pickup for you. Now we're staying in Marvel for one more book, and we're going to a galaxy far, far away to do it. We got Jedi Knights, issue number 3 by Mark Guggenheim, art by Matty Musa Bekoff, cover by Raza, colors by Luis Guerrero, and lettering by Clayton Cowles. Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi battle giant monsters. This is all splash pages, all action, the most unusual Jedi tale ever told. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan defy death in an epic attempt to save the life of Senator Bail Organa on a planet full of skyscraper-sized monsters. let's go. This is going to be a fun one. I really am enjoying the new Marvel Star Wars, but I'm a big Star Wars fan, if you couldn't tell. So I'm really looking forward to actually sitting down and reading this one later tonight. Now moving right along over to DC this week. This is going to be a first for me. I haven't been collecting Absolute Batman. I was going to wait for the trade paperbacks to come out. But the cover this week on Absolute Batman, I had to have it in my collection. So let's get into what that one is. And this is going to be issue number 8 by Scott Snyder, art by Marcos Martin. And this is the Brian Boland cover with Mr. Freeze on it. This was a banger cover. I had to have it. And so this is, coloring was done by Muntza Vincente, and lettering is done by Clayton Cowles on this book as well. Gotham is in the grasp of Mr. Freeze. Batman is in the fight for his life against the icy new threat. But in the end, what terrifying truth will be unearthed about Arkham and Joker? Like I said, this was purely for the cover. I am going to pick up the trade paperbacks of Absolute Batman and the rest of the Absolute series when it comes out. So, but this cover, hard to pass up. I had to have that. So going along, staying in DC this week, we have Batman Legends of the Dark Knight. This is going to be a Halloween special issue 1 facsimile foil variant by Jeff Loeb, art by Tim Sale, cover by Tim Sale. Gregory Wright did the coloring, and Todd Klein did lettering on this book. So one Halloween during Batman's early years, the Scarecrow is on the prowl in Gotham City, forcing the Dark Knight into a furiously frightful game of cat and mouse. This is just a really dope cover. I love foils. Plus, this is the facsimile foil variant. So this is really cool. Really enjoy facsimiles when I can get them, because I know they're exactly how they appeared when they originally came out. But let's go over to BoomStudios this week. I have When I Lay My Vengeance Upon Thee, issue 4 by Gus Merino, art by Jacob Rebelka. Covers were done by Jacob Rebelka and Jacob Phillips. The mystery of Stygian's exorcism techniques is unveiled by a shocking source. Can Barrera survive his apprenticeship long enough to save the innocent soul at the heart of the island's mystery? Or will evil ultimately win as demonic threats reaches its tipping point? I thought this was a really dope cover. And this has been a really great story so far. Going over to Dark Horse Comics this week, we have Usagi Yohimbo 10,000 Plums, issue number 3 by Stan Saki, who also does the art. And the cover was done by Esau and Isaac Escorza. Death returns to the village as the true killer is revealed, though Usagi, Yukichi, and Jin soon discover the tragedy that sets events in motion. The village will see its fortunes change forever, and a grieving mother will lose everything for revenge. Another gut-punching ending from Stan Saki. Really, really fun book so far. Really enjoy Usagi Yohimbo. He's been one of my favorite characters for years. So going over to Oni Press this week, and this is going to be a long one, so hang in there with me, y'all. This is going to be Dark Regards, issue 1, written by Dave Hill, art by Artem Topilin, and he did the covers as well as Andrew Kranke. Sometimes you break the internet, and sometimes the internets break you. At last, the true story of the viral hoax, so insane it can only be told in comic book. From the honestly pretty impressive mind of multi-hyphenate writer, comedian, actor, musician Dave Hill, and breakout artist Artyom Topilin comes the shockingly true, terrifying, hilarious, and only modestly exaggerated tale of how one stand-up comedian forged a secret online identity as America's first true black metal icon, and accidentally started an international incident that almost wiped Gary, Indiana off the map. This is going to be really fun. Shout out to Dave Hill for this. This is going to be really epic. Oni Press for putting this out for us. This is going to be a fun one, ladies and gentlemen. Staying in Oni Press this week, let's go have a talk with Mine is a Long, Lonesome Grave, issue 4 by Justin Jordan, art by Manhouse, and cover is by Matthew Roberts. The blood-soaked Appalachian revenge epic from Eisner Award winner Eisner Award nominated writer Justin Jordan and Ringo Award nominated artist Manhouse reaches its pulse pounding apex. Harley has found out the sobering truth of the curse and who placed it. Face to face with the demons of his past, Harley must find a way to break the cycle or risk damning those he loves most. Doom and ruination await. Again, this has been such a fun series. I can honestly see it becoming a TV series or possibly even a movie. It has just been that damn good. I've really enjoyed it greatly. Now, going over to Image for the week, and this is where all the magic happened this week. Shout out to Image, Tiny Onion, who owned this new comic book day. They absolutely owned it. It belongs to them. James Tynion, sir, hats off. You are a very busy man, but let's dive into it. And first up from Image and Tiny Onion this week, I'm going to go with Exquisite Corpses, issue number 1 by James Tynion IV. Art by Jordi Belair and Michael Wash. And I picked up covers from Michael Wash and James Stocco. The series premieres here. Every 5 years on Halloween, the wealthiest family in America play a game. 12 of the deadliest people in the world are dropped into a small town with just one goal. Last killer standing wins. For the citizens of Oak Valley, Maine, this year's unlucky arena, the goal is much simpler. They must survive the night. Experience a comics event like no other from the minds of James Tynion IV and Michael Wash as they lead a group of the most exciting voices in the industry over 13 blood-soaked chapters. These creators will collaborate and compete to determine who wins and who dies, and the games begin in this triple-sized debut. Feels like we've been waiting forever for this book, and it's finally here. I've already read it, and my God, phenomenal work. I can sit here and praise it to the moon and back, but I'm not going to. Go out and get a copy of it. I can almost guarantee you it's going to hit second press here very soon. But get your hands on a copy of this. Give it a read. It will not disappoint you. James Tynion, good sir. Hats off, buddy. Now going to what has become a favorite of mine as well since it first came out. This is going to be I Was a Fascist School Serial Killer, issue number 2. By Doug Wagner, art by Daniel Hilliard, covered by Daniel Hilliard with Michelle Madsen. Rennie is settling into fashion school better than she could have ever imagined. She's making friends, doing well in class, and hasn't even killed a single classmate. But what will our lovely serial killer fashionista do when somebody assaults her new best friend? This has been fun. It really has. I enjoyed the hell out of issue 1. I've already read this one, enjoyed the hell out of it. It is such a delightful series. Check it out if you can. I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer. Now we're going over to another big number 1 this week. From Image, from the Invisible Universe, we have Battle Beast, issue number 1 by Robert Kirkman. Art by Ron Otley. Covers by Ron Otley with Annalisa Leone. Covers by Annalisa Leone and Russ Wooten is on the lettering. The best new superhero series in the universe, cursed with an unquenchable thirst for violence. Battle Beast searches the universe for the one warrior mightier than him and a glorious death. His only reward, but even in a universe of mighty Viltrumites like Invincible and Omni-Man, it seems that no one may be able to stop the galaxy's deadliest warrior unless he does the unthinkable. Superstars Robert Kirkman and Ron Otley present the most demanded Invincible story of all time, revealing the secret story of Battle Beast that's perfect for any longtime fan and new series readers alike. Really dope book. I'm going to be honest, I was one of those guys who've kind of just been waiting for this story to be done. And it's been done. And it was fantastic. Can't wait for issue 2 of this to drop. This is going to be a fun one. Pick it up. Don't get one of those Battle Beast mystery badge or whatever they're selling. Don't do that to yourself. Go to your local comic shop and get yourself one. Don't waste your money. Get the cover you actually want. Now, going over to some more Image and some more Tiny Onion. We got World Tree. Issue 14 by JamesTynionIV, art by Fernando Blanco and Jordi Belair. Covers by Fernando Blanco and Sue Lee, color by Jordan Belair, and lettering by Aditya Bidikar. I really hope I pronounced that right. In 1999, Samara Winter, it says the Undernet, became one of the first harbingers for its bleak new world. Now, more than 20 years later, uncovering the early days of fear may be the only path towards saving humanity's future. Really been enjoying this kind of, they're kind of going back and telling you who fear is. It's been really fun, really entertaining, really good read. JamesTynionIV, World Tree, phenomenal series. Pick up a trade paperback and check it out. Read. Now we're going over to the Spawn universe, and we're going to start it off right with Black Ritual, the Book of Knits, issue number 2. This is by Thomas Healy, art by Nat Jones, who also did covers with Danny Earls. Knits' return to New York City has kicked up a hornet's nest. While she's an outcast to the Coven Society that exists there, she may also be their only hope in finding the girls that have gone missing. Knits' journey into the dark underbelly of NYC's occult world may just be the end of her. This is so fun. Book 1 was really good at this. This one, no different. Thomas Healy is outdoing himself. This has been really good. I'm really loving this expanded Spawn universe. Now we're going over to King Spawn this week. We have issue 45 by Rory McConville, art by Ildiri Sinar, and covers by Puppeteer Lee and Von Randall. The Revenant is coming. The mysterious right hand of a secret organization that has existed for centuries is in New York City, and not even Spawn can stop him. Going to be really good. I haven't got to sit down and read this one yet. I was busy reading some of the other stuff that came out this week and catching up on some of the stories from last week, but this is going to be really good. And up next and last, we got Spawn, issue 364, written by Todd and John McFarlane, art by Brett Booth, and covers by Fede Mele and Carlo Barberi. All hell has broken out on Earth. Demons, angels, and monsters are running wild as Spawn tries to contain the chaos that he himself created. Really, really fun. God, I'm so happy Spawn is still around. Been a fan since the 90s, and I'll be a fan till I'm 90. So, Spawn, y'all. Oh, that's it. So that's it this week. That's my recommendations for May the 14th. Let us know what you picked up down in the comments below, or what I should check out. If there's something that you have in mind that I should give a read to, drop it down below in the comments and let me know. I hope you enjoyed this 20th episode of USDN Shorts. And be on the lookout for my other social media platforms. I picked up some great covers this week that I'm going to be sharing with y'all over the next couple of days. So have a look at those. And so what's coming up? I still have my big Star Wars show planned out. I'm going to probably do it at the end of this month. And it's going to be fun. I'm going to have a great cast and panel on. And we're going to have a lot of good fun with May, because May is the month of Star Wars. So that's going to be really dope, really fun. So as always, that's all I have for you this week. And as always, if you enjoyed this show, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. And on behalf of myself and the Council of Nerds, this USDN short is USDN approved.